Hello, dear friends. Welcome to this program, Our Moments with God, our moments with the Word of God, our moments with the love, mercy, and compassion of God, our moments also with the holy ones of God. I invite you also to enjoy this beautiful nature here. And today, on the 3rd of July, it's an important day for us in India, particularly the Christians, because today is the feast of Saint Thomas the Apostle, who brought the good news of Jesus Christ to India. And I invite you also to please share this good news of Jesus Christ with the rest of the people in your communities, in your groups, in ask your friends also to subscribe to the channel so that more and more people may experience the good news that Thomas the Apostle brought to India. And you know, I chose particularly this forest to do the film because it reminds me so much of my visit to Kerala many years ago, and this forest almost reminds me of the rubber plantations in Kerala. Of course, they are more ordered and orderly in a fashion, but this is these trees are growing in the forest at random. But at the same time, this is the beautiful greenery that Thomas landed in. I remember in 1997 when I was working with the BBC had a plan to make a film on the Catholic Church, and I had the privilege to guide them or be their consultant. And I remember I was taken to Kodangalur, where it is said that Thomas came and he established the church in Kodangalur. I went there and it was a wonderful experience. But these are all accidentals. This forest, this sea, or that beautiful backwater there in Kodangalur where the church is established. He seems to have established 7 churches. But more important is that Thomas the Apostle remains now the patron of the Indian church. And I think all would accept that he is our patron. And the good news that he brought to us, we are all very grateful to him. But poor Thomas, because of that particular time when Jesus rose and he was not among the disciples, that he said he would not believe at all until he sees the wounds on the side of Jesus and puts his finger there. He would not believe. And then 8 days later, Jesus appeared to him and told him, Thomas, don't be an unbeliever, but put your finger here and see that it is me. And then he said some very wonderful things. Actually, there are 2. I will come to that second part as well. This is wonderful thing what Jesus said. Thomas, you believe because you have seen. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet believe. I suppose you can count yourself among them as I count myself among them. Those who have not seen Jesus but who read his word. And this word is so alive and living word that really brings us to so close to Jesus and can really show us the mysteries that Jesus came to reveal to us. And then, of course, Thomas had another time. This was not the only time when he expressed his doubt. Do you know, in the Gospel of Saint John, chapter 14, and right in the beginning when Jesus is saying that I am going to prepare a room for you. In my Father's house there are many rooms. Like here there is a big, huge, beautiful forest. So he said, in my Father's house there are many rooms. If it were not so, I would have told you. And I am going there now to prepare a place for you, and I will come back so that I can take you with me so that you come where I am going. And Thomas, of course, says, Jesus, we do not know where you are going, so how can we know the way? And then Jesus revealed again a wonderful truth for all of us, and which is one of the verses quoted so commonly. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. I am the way, the truth, and the life. Yes, there are many ways, probably, as people say, to go to heaven, but Jesus, of course, claimed for us that He is the way, the truth, and the life. So, actually, the life of Thomas, the apostle, we are grateful to him that he came to India and brought the good news, but he also teaches us a lot of things. One thing is that we need not be shy of questioning or expressing our doubts. He expressed the doubt, that unless I see his wounds and put my finger in his side, I will not believe. That's fine with Jesus. Jesus obliged him. Jesus did not get angry with him. So please, my dear friends, this is a very important aspect that I want to tell you, that you need not be afraid to ask God. Often I hear in confession when people come, they say, Father, I was quarreling with God and I was questioning God, why? And why did this happen to me and why to somebody and not to somebody else? But I tell them, please use your right to ask God and question Him. Maybe He will give you an answer. And that is a wonderful thing that Jesus does. And even when he asked him that I do not know the way, rather than many people who feel shy, they don't want to ask questions to the retreat preacher or to the priest after the sermon. No, Jesus said, I am the way. He replied, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Maybe if you ask questions and even express your doubt to God, God will show you the way, the truth, and the life. You see, this is here once again in the forest you discover a lot of things, and because there are no animals here, no elephants, so I am wearing a shirt that is carrying elephants, of course, as you can see, and not that it makes any difference, but I am very happy to wish all of you a very happy feast of St. Thomas the Apostle, and let us carry on the work of bringing the good news of Jesus Christ, of His forgiveness, of His love, even if people are attacking us, even if the RSS and the BJP want us to leave the country and make things difficult for us by bringing FCRA or new amendments or whatever, we continue to do our proclamation of the Word of God. And if you like, you may please subscribe to this channel. Thank you.